All right, 23. Okay, no bond wick. Perfect. You tap 21.651 chat. I'm looking for buys here.
2 of them.
Actually, yeah, chat. We're gonna take let's see, you can rebreak the lows. Nice. All right, chat. Gone buys here again. Gone buys here at 20. What was that? 20. What was it? 22 point something, right? 22.3 was my exact entry. Gone buys there. Target was up here at 27. Stops are gonna be probably this time around though, probably below 1913.973. Okay, probably below here because that's the 4 breakout lows now. So if you re-break the lows, obviously, you know, there's no reason to have stops at 1911. You know it's gonna go down towards 1911 if it were to re-break those lows there. But gone interest here. Target is gonna be like 23 or 26ish in those zones there, right? Expecting this 15 count to flip bullish, obviously, or at least close doji, and we're looking to take advantage of this push here. So a different stop, a bit smaller than the first one, but in terms of like stacking positions and taking pineapples, we'll have like around the same areas again tapped. Like if we could re-break 1917, we may look for a second position there. 5 no bond and wick here, right on the close. Oops, 5 no bond and wick on a close. You're just expecting this 5 to create a top wick or flip bullish, right? So by the time price comes up here and does something like this, like even if it were to drive down, right, you're gonna see a top wick or something first. So if it were to do that, then that's your break-even point probably, and you'll be out in, I think you'll be out in let's see, break even like 9-10 pips ish in those zones there, around that price point. But yeah, pineapple is gonna be around 1917. It won't be 1919, it will be 1917. So you want to see the re-break out of those. If you get pineapples, you might not. Let's see. You also have a 1 hour top week that can form too, so. Can we get a flip? The flip will probably be break-even point, chat. Like once you flip at 23.14. Because if you flip, you're just assuming the account's gonna continue to drive, right? There's no reason to re-break the lows. It would have been better if you had a bottom. If you had like, for instance, a wick entry there, and that was the very bottom of the candle, then we'll have like a higher chance to continue to drive. But we'll start managing risks around 23.38. It's just a level where price can reject that, because look left, there's like resistance here to the left hand side. What level is that? 1923.43. Yeah, chat, entry was 22.30, okay? So a little lower than the first entry, but around the same price point. I'm trying to see if we can get pineapples. I would love to have 2 positions if we can.
30 looking tough.
30 is gonna close well 6 minutes here.
You might get pineapples in the bottom wick of the next 30.
Oh, for the bullish tandem, we might get it before. We might be out before the 30 close even. Just this 5. Yeah, chat. Like if you tap like this area, 23.29, that's where I had it. That'll be the break-even point. Okay. May close. I don't know. I don't even know it's worth closing half there. I just put stocks to break even and see if it rocks.
All right, you put stocks break even at 6 bips.
No, it'll be like 9. It'll be like 11.
Wait, what's your entry?
My entry is 22.30. So if it taps like 23.32, that'll be like 10-ish, 11. What is cucumber? There's no cucumber. It's just pineapple and zucchinis. Zucchinis is that's a top. That we have a clip about that actually on our second channel. If you guys don't follow us on our second channel, go watch it. Go check out our second channel.
There's a link here.
Yeah, it's more Donvo I think on YouTube, or more it's Donvo or something like that. Something like that. TP stop loss. Sorry, chat, for all the messy lines here. These lines are just I think they're just here just so I can have an idea of where the
where it could go.
Yeah, where it can go. That's about it. It's like don't just pay attention to the white lines. White lines are like the major zones. The yellow lines just there for my just for
Where can the wicks reject?
Yeah, like just minor levels of rejections and stuff. The white zones is what's key though. So look at the 1 hour candle, right? So if you look left there, like look, so you see how we're gonna close bearish in about 2 minutes here on the 1 hour, right? So you're gonna see a top wick probably, because looking left there, last time price did the exact same thing. This is the first 1 hour closure below his range since he broke out. So last time you closed below here, which is this exact candle here to the left, what'd you have? You had the count that came up and broke the highs at 27.28, right? So if you could create a top wick, obviously if you can come up, create a top wick before dipping down, that's obviously what we're looking to catch here. We're looking to catch that push up, right? Because once it taps 27, price has to make a decision there. It might continue to push up with the 4 hour candle, but it also might continue to push back down with the with the 1 hour time frame, right? So 27.28 is like why we had our targets there. But yeah. Funny because back then we'll be in like, for instance, in cells, we'll want to have a closure below the range here. Still in her chat, obviously. Still in here. Can we drive? Not obviously not the cleanest trade, right? Like yes, it was clean the day before, it was clean, but you can't always have clean trades like just in profit and just let it rock. Like this is reality of trading. Like you're gonna be in, sometimes it might just hover, might be in drawn for a little bit before it comes back in profit. Like you guys forgot how we used to trade, chat, right? We had drawn all the time, but
Hey,
at least this time we have drawn with the wick entry, or a better entry than before.
W Lima for realizing you don't need to keep holding the trade. That passed your challenge, boom.
Oh, nice.
Close it out.
This doesn't automatically close when you pass your challenge.
I think you need to close the trade out.
I see.
I don't know, maybe. Because what if the trade now goes? They're based on the result, right? It's not based on equity stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be weird. All right, bullish close.
Let's see if we can break the highs. Once it taps like this area, chat, you know, like 23, that's roughly the break-even point. There's no top wick there, so high chances it is gonna tap those levels because that's what it did tap in the past here. Right, this is a zone you're in right now. So last time before price made a decision on where I wanted to go, it tapped that level first before continuing to either push down or push up, right? So same thing should happen here. You should see that level get tapped, even if it were to drive down here.
Nice 30 close, right? Bullish.
Yeah, 1 hour close bearish below. We're expecting that top wick again to mirror that push. 30 close bullish. 30 close below the resistance, or right at the resistance, I'll say.
Yeah, but in order to drive down, you would expect this 30 to make a top wick if it was going to drive.
Yeah.
It opened down first.
You should tap 23. The good thing is that once it taps 23, it'll be to retest the highs again. It'll be the second time it taps that level, so it has a higher chance to drive than the first initial time. But you'll see it once it actually flips. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Like around 23, I think we'll be like 12, 11, 12 in profit. But 23 is minimum break even because from there it can just reject, right? Look in the past, 1 hour could just reject there for a top wick to continue down. But that's an area where high chance has to tap before it makes the decision. Not guaranteed, obviously, right? But looking at price action, like that's where it'll tap in the past. So don't be like, oh, Don said it must tap this. Let me go full margin.
Oh. You got rejections here on the 4 hour, right where this bottom wick came down.
Yeah. You did, but this is the second time it's retesting the lows again. Like I'm pretty sure if I wanted to flip, that first push there would have been the flip. That's why my target is only like 26. Because I don't know if it's gonna continue. Like I don't think it's gonna continue to drive past like 31 here. Like you might see 26 and top wick.
Yeah, but should retest the highs at least before if it does decide to drive down.
No, yeah. That's why we're still in. Like if we can get this trade out the way, chat, we get these buys here from like 22 to 23, 24, and then later on you come up, you tap 26. We might have some potential sells even back down the other way, but I believe we should see one more liquidity before we're coming down here, just off of price action. There's volume here though, for sure. NYC opened up 30 minutes ago. It's 10 a.m. here, new 1 hour candle. Typically on days where you have CPI, like you have like, for instance, numbers, and then the hour and a half after for the 9-10, things start to clear up a little bit and you have like a stronger sense of direction. So you're gonna see it move eventually. How big are stops here? 83. These guys are not profitable for sure. I guess so. What time's the setup? It was off of the 31 hour. Oh, the 5 was the entry, right? When we entered, it was off the 5:30 and 1 hour. Pineapples when? Pineapples probably at like, I'll say 1917 probably. Depends. It could be early, could be later. I'll see. Right now I have that 1917 because that's your next support. This range here,
Yeah,
I think
that's what he-
is, yeah, I
That's
can
some results.
40 pip range. Cause look, this becomes your, if this is the range you're in, right? If this is the range you're in from basically, I guess here to here, or you know, my bad, here to here, like this is the range that you're in right now. The next level of resistance support is going to be 1918. So if it comes down and breaks the lows here, it's going to, you know, struggle or make a decision at 1918. So 1918, 1917 is where you want pineapples at, because this is if this is the bottom of the range, this is the top of the range. So you're assuming that if you were to drive down and break the lows at 1913, you're going to see some type of top wick towards like 1923 here before making that push down, right? Still in here, chat. 20 pips drawdown, I think. 25 pip drawdown. Yeah, 24 pips, 25 pips. 1 hour starts no top wick. The good thing about this is that this is, I guess, better for when it actually does flip than the bottom wick earlier. Steeper the bottom wick, the steeper will drive. Chat is shook. They are shook. Why you guys shook for, chat? You guys know the stop loss. It's on screen. You guys know how to take profit. It's all on screen. The reason I'm not shook is because even if it doesn't play out, like, we're gonna take the same trade again tomorrow. It doesn't matter, right? I told you guys yesterday, even after wins, I'm like, yo, chat, like, these wins are irrelevant. It's a skill that matters here, right? So it doesn't matter what the result of the trade is. We're gonna take the same trade again tomorrow. Day after that day, day after that day, right? So nothing to be shook about. It's just a game of probabilities. Yeah, you might lose some money if you hit stops, right? That might not be the greatest feeling in the world, but it doesn't change the way you trade. Like, you're gonna let one trade affect, you know, all your other trades. If you don't understand the trading, yeah, I get you might be shook, but if, like, you know, this is my trade. This is something that we've taken before. We've taken this entry yesterday, so it's like there's no reason to really be like, you know, nervous about the trade, because we went into a trade with full confidence, right? If you went into a trade not feeling as confident, yeah, no idea what's going on, then it makes sense.
Time for some Donvo Convo.
Oh yeah, one of these ones again. We haven't had these in like 2-3 weeks, man.
Drawdown conversation. Hit him with it. There should be the drawdown play notebook. The mindset notebook for drawdown. Half the chat's praying, the other half looking for their fortune cookie and shit.
Yeah.
I know this shit said somewhere prosperity is coming upon me. Where's this fortune cookie?
Oh man. We're 20 pips away from adding another position. 1917.80. It's got to break the lows first. Stops in the second position would be a lot smaller, obviously. It would be 37 pips. Marcos was like, "Oh, I didn't get the first entry, but the second entry."
Fuckers. Wix is me trying to laugh this drawdown out of the way. Why? You are over-risking, my friend.
Yeah, I'm just casually $10,000 in drawdown.
But there's no way a loss here would have any meaningful impact on what happens in my life, right? So
We break our lows.
it should be the same for you.
$17.80. Chat with the pineapples, by the way, like it could end up being a break-even trade with the pineapples, could end up being a win with the pineapples. We gotta see, right? Because this now becomes your resistance now. So if we take pineapples, we're probably gonna look to exit both positions off by the time it taps 21, because that's the most recent resistance. If it were to retest now, 21.05 is where we're looking to test into before coming further down towards breaking our lows, right? And that's where we're looking to take advantage of that range right there. The 5 closed there, right? So 5 closed there. Can you tap 17.80? Uh, 19. .4. One more break of the lows. And almost. All right. There we go, chat. So second position here, gone pineapples here. Target's probably gonna be around like 1923 for now. That resistance there. We'll manage risk on both positions. We'll see. Well, we may be in a position where we end up closing both positions at 21.09. So this position will be 30% profit. This position will close off probably 12 pips in drawdown. So that's around like 15, 16 pips over on net profit. Once price does end up coming back up to 22. And stops in this position is going to be the same lows, right? It's going to be 1913.91. All right, chat. But that's what we got going on here. I don't think there'll be another position though. I think that'll be it. Just 2 positions, one here and one here.
Maybe if this trade lasts till around 2 p.m.
Let's see, 19. What is that? 1921.14. I don't think it'll last. I think it should be playing out before I hit stop before.
I'm just thinking about the 4-hour close here.
Oh, it's driving. I don't think it's either gonna hit stop before or probably be and draw break even or profit before. I would doubt this thing lasts to like 1.
Because if it lasts till 1, you're gonna have a hot top wick on the next one.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's see, chat. Stops are below the ranges here because if he breaks those lows, then you're gonna continue to push further down. That's the day flip. I think the risk in these 2 positions stacked for me is around 3.54%. I'm assuming because the first one was like 2.2, second one was probably like 1.1% or maybe 1 something percent. So I'm guessing it's be 3-4% risk. There's potential for a third, maybe, but you need to close bullish. Like if you were to close like this, back into the ranges, you know, break the lows and like that, there's potential for that, but you need some structure for that to form for a third position. If I were to take a third one. 123. This one's in, first position's in 54 pip drawdown, second position's in around 11 pip drawdown. This 15 here, I don't know if you guys see it, but there's like some type of support here. You may see a wick down towards 15, but there's a support here. So this candle should flip. It's just the top wick, right? Like where's this top wick gonna be before continuing to push further down here? So like I'm looking left here. Most recent resistance is 20, you know, 20, 21 areas into these zones here. So like that, around that area is where we're looking to really manage risk on both positions. Right. Because the structure changes, right? Like for it to come up now towards 20, like our initial TP was 26, but now we're they're closing below these ranges, and prices is printing what's printing. You can't really target 26 anymore. You can target 23, 22, but 26 is a difficult target now because the structure has changed. Damn, why was I so quiet, chat? You're just in drawdown here. I gotta make things so awkward. On both positions to might see another push here. This is the push towards 1915, yeah, 15.40. So like here, this is a key level, right? So like if it doesn't end up like rejecting here, pulling back from 1915, and it starts to re-break its low, you can start to manage it, or you can start to just close positions, because high chance if it were to re-break its own low, because like if you get rejection here, tapping like 1915 and then it re-breaks on low, it's like gonna come down towards stops. I still have the trade running still, but I'm just, in terms of price action, that's what you'll likely have, right? So this is a rejection. Let's see what happens here. It could reject, pull back to 1917, could pull back to 1920, 21. Let's see. That's an area of play, right? But if it re-breaks its own low, then it's re-breaking its own low, and it's going to continue to push down towards our stops. Yeah, everybody got some low. Might hit stops for chat. We may, because now there's volume. You break the lows, you flip on the daily. You need, like, for it to come back up, you need a strong 15.5 bullish closure. Like, you need to start pushing and closing above like 1918 here, because it ends up closing above 1918, right? That's when it starts to drive up again. But you need structure to form, and before structure forms, you need liquidity to drive down. But that's why we had our stops here and not like the down a little further down towards here earlier, because there's no point of that, because this is the second time to re-break into a low. So if it were to break those lows, then it's gonna be gone, obviously, right? Going the other way. Let's see, we might be a turn of events. We'll see, but you need that structure to really change now. You need that closure above. Just being logical, right? Just because you're in a buy doesn't mean like it must go up now, right? Like that's what we're trying to say. We have to be open to both situations, both sides. Unless that's the daily bottom wick. Might be a plot twist, we'll see. Third positions, yeah, for third positions it's a little rough because you're gonna need some structure. Like third positions, you probably want, you may be in for another pullback for a third position because you need a close bullish, you need a bottom wick, you need to form that structure, and then you have this resistance here. I mean, rare case we might get a third position, but let's see. We just gotta wait and see. We can't really do much now.
I think your best bet here is a net zero.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Based on the
What's
closure,
this?
'cause you're gonna need a top hook on the next one.
It could be. Yeah, probably like. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe a few pips in profit, but
Yeah, it might be a net zero.
based on how it closes.
Well, if we come back to there,
Yeah,
and if we get third position, then might come off of like 15 or something like that in this range. It just comes down to structure now, chat, right? It comes down to structure.
Change,
Yeah.
And the thing is, with such a strong bearish move, it doesn't change immediately at that level. It can still drive down, grab liquidity even below the stops, and then come up. Right?
You know what, chat? I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna move. It's like a 10 pip difference, but I'm gonna move it down to this low right here at 1912.48, because there's a high chance this 5 here is gonna create a bottom wick, and that bottom wick may be the daily bottom wick of the daily lows before a 5 flips bullish, right? If the 5 starts to close back above the ranges, then I'll start to move my stops back up to the current low. I'll move it up to this low right here instead, right? So we'll save if anything, but there's a possibility that can happen. This 5 is going to close bullish, and you're going to see a bottom wick likely. You're going to re-break the lows one more time, because it needs to break the lows in order to grab liquidity and to grab structure, right? So if we can clear the lows and then you close back above the ranges, you close back above this kind of high, then we may have a third position. There's a possibility, but like this needs to form basically, right? You want to see this form. And that's the only way where you can probably come back up to 21, 22, 23 off of price action.
You need a respect of that area.
Yeah. But the chances we're taking here is that we can still survive with that bottom wick, right? It's like a 10 pip difference. Again, if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's what I'm doing here. 1912.48 is my stop loss. So here's the 5 closure, first 5 closures since our entry, obviously. Starting to form structure, barely, but almost. You just need to break the lows and continue to flip. Anything above like this range would be ideal, like above 1918. What was our second position? 1917, right? Yeah, so We can come on in profit still in this trade. Because there's some cases where like you create a bottom wick on a daily, but you don't visually create a bottom wick on a daily. Could be here. The daily had no bottom wick, if that helps you guys. That eases your stress. Oh yes, did no bottom wick. Let's see if you can pull. The only way we can get runners here is if the 1 hour closes doji. Now, if the 1 hour closes doji, that's a lot of liquid because you end up closing back above these ranges. But it didn't help that the 1 hour closed below the range, right? Did not help at all. At least the 1 hour is no top wick, so you can still, at any given point, create that top wick. Let's just see how this 1 hour closes in 30 minutes, though, because that's it really matters. Could close respecting like 1920, could close respecting 1918. Will come into play.
You want it above though, 1918A, 1909.
Yeah.
1919, because that would mean you're respecting support. If support's holding.
News, this is the push on news, right? Yeah, that was a push on news and push up.
I think that's a 4 hour
See
bottom
chat. Could be. It did break the previous lows.
Yeah.
We'll see. We might end up moving TP depending on structure. If the structure changes by 10, 11, we might move our TP back up to like 26, 27. It really depends on how much we push. And because like what we're going to do probably is we're going to manage risk until 10, like in terms of moving stops. Let's say it comes back up to profit. We'll start trading on stops and profit bit by bit. And then let's say it ends up closing above, because you don't know how it's going to close yet, right? So that's why you trade it aggressively. So then by the time it actually closes, you have a confirmation of like, okay, now we're closing back above the ranges. Now we have structure. Then you can move your TP back up, because high chance now it's going to continue to drive up. But again, you don't, like, from now until 11, you don't know what's going to happen yet. This 15 close is potentially bullish in about a minute here. How far are we from stops there? We're 8 pips away from stops. Might get a plot twist part 2, chat. Happens twice to us a year. This is the lifeline that we're using.
Yeah, it's a twice a year thing.
Twice a year thing. Let's see.
We could have ran out of these in February, but we saved one for later.
13. 20. 30. Ten seconds for a 15 close. Yeah, close bearish here. So you're gonna see a bottom wick. You're gonna see another pullback here, chat. It's just whether if we're gonna survive this or not. If we can survive it and then you reflip bullish, the structure will be more in our favor. Because like think about it, if you weren't buys it, right? What would you wait for? You need structure to print. Going back to the motion, you need to break the lows again. This is how it is. Even though, you know, you might not want to hear it, this is how it is. Because this 15 bottom wick will also be the 5 bottom wick too, right? 5 bottom wicks.
Below.
Yeah, 15 bottom wicks. Now, there's potential for a third. If we can break the lows here, you know, break the lows mean that we tap into like 1914, 1913, and then you flip bullish all within one candle. That might be the pineapple.
Dude, living on a prayer right now. It's called confidence.
Yeah,
Confidence in what
literally
the
what
fuck
we've been
we
doing.
do.
No one's praying here. Styles get hit, styles get hit.
We
We
here
lose,
tomorrow
you know.
doing the same thing,
Yeah.
confident that it's going to play out 80 to 90% of the time.
If I was praying, trust me, I wouldn't be saying, chat, it must break the lows here, drive. Like, if I was praying, I'd be like, no. Nothing bad can possibly happen here. It has to just reverse right here and now, right? If I was praying. But we're being logical. I'm even saying, like, you might see another push down, right? We're just looking at price action here. That's all we're doing.
You do something for years, you'll be confident too.
Let's think about it, right? This is your resistance now. This is your support. If you get something like this happening, this is what it's gonna look like, and you can still get a fake out, right? So that's why like RTP would be like 21 after 21,920, because then once you actually do this after in a 5, now it's gonna continue to push down because this is the pullback range 1 fake out for it to continue to pull down here.
Not confidence in this trade, it's confidence in the fact that our strategy works. It's a game of thousands, right? Thousands of positions, thousands of entries, stops, TPs.
Yeah.
That's where confidence comes from. It's not a word you should stay away from. It's something you should strive to achieve in your trading, so you don't have to sit there wondering and being impulsive in every trade. Be confident in what you're doing. Then you don't have to, be impulsive during the position. That's it. You have your parameters set, and that's it.
Yeah. If stops both get hit, I'll be losing, I think, around 45 or something here. I've lost more than that before in the past on a trade chat, right? So, like, there's no, like, don't be, like, sad or mad about it, honestly. We're just going to continue on to our day and move on to the next day, right? It might be a minor pullback in the account, but, like, you zoom out of the account, it's just a pullback to continue driving up to retest the highs. All right, so starting to slow down here. This 5 created a bottom wick, didn't flip. The volume isn't there for it to flip yet. You have a 1 hour close in 25, 30-minute closure in 25 as well. These closures will be pretty key. The last thing I want to happen here, though, is we start to range like this. I don't think so, because this is the second time we're breaking back into the range. It's either going to hit stops or it's going to pull back, continue to drive up, and then eventually come back down. But I doubt it would just hang around here. If it does, then shit, man. It is what it is. I got to be here, though, to watch price.
Damn.
I'm going to take hours.
2 swap fees in 1 week?
No, we haven't had swap fees. We had swap fees 2 weeks ago.
Oh, is that 2 weeks ago?
But I think the swap fees today might be in profit, maybe, because we're in sells, right?
No, we're in buys.
Oh, no, we're in buys. Yeah, we're in buys.
We're definitely paying 10 pips a position for swap fees.
No, I thought it would be swap fees. Oh man. Who's here, chat? Who's here is in a trade? There's a good half of you guys are here for a trade. A good half that's here to wait to clip this trade so you guys can post on your social media accounts. Don took a loss.
Just about to say.
And then there's a good half that's just here to learn. So which half are you guys? First, second, or third? Put 1, 2, or 3. Because I know for sure there's people waiting for me to hit a stop. It's been a month now. They're like, yo, he's got to hit it eventually. I gotta make sure my audience knows. Sounds at 2.
You see Lloyd's kid over there?
As long as he has to learn it though, that's all that matters, right?
He's definitely learning. He's like, Daddy, do we have to move out now?
Sounds at 2.
That's good. He's young. That's good. Get him learning early.
Hold on, chat. I'm about to get some water. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be back. No.
Sure you want to do this? Well, join us for Asian session to see how much the swap fees were. See if Lloyd is still in his bedroom or at the soup kitchen. Yeah. Chat, you spam. Why can't we spam?
Time for 30-minute flip. You're on to the second half. I'm assuming that if you were to fill the wick, you would have done it by now in the breakout lows. I'm just assuming that you'll get another breakout lows for dipping up, at least towards 1915 here. If it doesn't happen. I won't be mad as well, obviously.
He sounded disappointed for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
Man, I'm not gonna... I went on third position, but I need that to happen. Stop the bleeding. 20K in drawdown. Is that it? Oh no, it's not gonna hover here, huh?
YouTube chat at Warzone.
I know. 13, 20, 30, 40. 20. 15. All right, so there's the rear breakout lows now. So if it flips here, then if it flips on 30 again, that should be the drive up. But this is the breakout lows. So from basically here to here, it can either reject, break the lows and reject, but this is the area where it should reject that if it were to reject, right? The breakout lows would be more ideal, but if it doesn't happen, again, I won't be complaining as well. But if you start to flip bullish now on 30, then you should at least see a push up towards 1919. 1919, 1920. I don't think you're gonna close bullish on the 1 hour though. I highly doubt it, unless you know the Forex gods come in and say, "Yep, 1 hour close bullish doji." But you're gonna see at least 1919 get tapped there. The only way you can drive is if the 1 hour closes with respect to 1918, because then you can get a topic for 1923.
Holding the 5, right?
What's up?
Holding the 5 support if you go on the 5.
Yeah. I mean, if you get a bullish candle, you're still gonna need a bearish candle here for the zucchini. And then once you close above 1918, then that should be the drive. You may get another pullback here. It just needs to form that. You won't just see this. Yeah, that 5 support there. What do you have tomorrow? News, right? So CPAL was the news to folder today. That was a big folder.
I got fencing.
If anything, this CPI should be the direction for the rest of the week now. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow you close like doji today, and then tomorrow's candle continues to drive down towards 1902. Won't be bad. Let's see, chat. If you could close above 1917, the next 5 breaks lows at 1915. We might have some third positions at 1915, and that stop would be like 25, 15 pips or 20 pips. Let's see. You guys are praying in chat. Back up from here. I'm just trying to say you might see another pullback. Think logical. I know it's hard when you're in drawdown, you're seeing red numbers, but just be logical, okay? So we're not praying for more drawdown. It's just about being logical, right? If I were to look for more pineapples and zucchinis and the motion and all of that, you're gonna see the re-break of the lows before going back up if it wants to drive back up, right? That's just what you're gonna see.
Ah, fuck that. Please, dear baby Jesus.
Please.
Add some power to this support.
Flip price.
And destroy the take profit I have set up.
1 hour top wick. Kev, yeah, that's right. 1 hour top wick. I'm gonna post a note and tape it on your monitor. It might happen. See, it's like the first wave of drawdown is the one where everyone's freaking out, right? And then after a while, it starts to slow down. Everyone's like, okay, you know what? We might be good here. We might be good. Everyone starts to gain a little bit of confidence, right? It goes up in profit, and they're like, oh, we're about to make some money. Next thing you know, fakes back into the range. And there you just accept defeat. So that's why the fake out we're looking for is around 1919, 1920. I'm trying to see if we can get entries till then, because I believe that's where we're going to reject if we do drop down here. I don't know if it's going to come to 23, 24. But we can get out before, you know, we accept the defeat. That'll be amazing, because we'll be in profit for all 3 positions. Or at least net profit in all 3 positions. right, here's the bottom wick. Lower stops again, chat. 1912.48. All right, cool. So that's where stops were. $30, 15. Nice. One more break of the lows. I was trying to see if we can get entries at 15 here. If it re-breaks the lows again, chat, 1915, we're gonna look for a third position there. The 1 minute I gotta form the motion. Because then we'll have this position 36 close, this one probably 12, this one negative 30. So 36 plus 12, 48. 48, negative 30 will be up like 18 pips, 16 pips. But you gotta just revert the lows one more time. It's been hovering here though. Chad's like, but Don, I got no more margin. That's tough, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Why'd you go full margin for? You know we take pineapples.
I don't like these little nonchalant bearish closures on the 15. You know? I understand it's got to break the lows to drive, but the 15 shouldn't be trickling down here.
Well, yeah, the good thing is you have the last 15 to 4 hour, or the 1 hour, so it's gotta
go back.
Yeah. Can we get another push down? All right, chat.
Who shows it down? Let me guess.
Yes. Third pineapple here, chat. TP on every position, honestly. This is what I'm gonna do. TP on this position is gonna be 1919. TP on this position, 1919. TP on this position, 1919. Or oops, 1919. 1919. And this one, 1919.23. Because that's where, if it were to reject, that's where it would continue to reject off of or grab liquidity at before coming for a down, right? It's going to be very difficult for you to come all the way back up to 23, 27, 26 levels. So like if it does come up towards there, then again, we'll be closing off this one, or maybe we might let one run. This position, maybe we might let it run, we might chill it and profit. But overall, because we still have that 10, 18 pip advantage point to move stocks to break even, right? So we could just move our trail this one position in like 10 pips in profit and see if it runs. If it all comes back to break even though, then we'll close off at just break even overall. But this is what I was talking about. This is the break of lows that we wanted initially, right? So now that this re-break on our lows, it just, again, needs to flip in order for this to be valid. If it doesn't flip, then you hit stops, right? Well, then put the stop. Yeah. The stop is right there.
It stops in 30 days.
This is what you guys want to see, right? How I manage risk. Like you guys always ask for. This is it. This is it. These are the pineapples that we've been taking. Alright, so this is a 15 bottom wicks. Let's see rejected. If it doesn't reject it, then obviously you're gonna come down his stops, right? Because you break below his lows. There's a one low here that we use as our stops because I was afraid you can just break the current lows for the daily bottom wick before coming back up, right? Because you see how the daily count is coming down now. It's creating that daily bottom wick. So in this area, it could just be a bottom wick before it flips back up for a pullback, or it can just continue to drive straight through. But daily no bottom wick was kind of the reason why that's why we moved stops, because that could just be what it is. Yeah, 2 or 3 wicks.
Oh, right now running, I got 3 running.
Nice.
I opened initially at 2 positions, closed one at 10, left one open, our initial one.
Yeah.
And then it broke down.
Okay, here's the breakout lows here. So this is like, it's either gonna reject here or it's gonna push down towards stop loss. But our stop loss is heavy here, chat. It's gotta be a nice 12.48 or nice 12.47. There's nowhere where else we can put it. It's either you put it there, you put it way down below it here, but I'm not gonna put it down towards 1909, right? It's a little too wide of stops. Too big of a stop for 3 positions here total. Will they hit stops there or reject? And we're breaking the lows again, slowly creeping down. We might get slipped on the stops if it stops though, because if it hits the stop, you're gonna see a spike down. It won't just slowly trick down. I've gotten slipped on stops before. I think it was like the one in Turks during like NFP Friday, I think, or something. I got slipped like I think 15 pips stops. I don't know, I'm puking. Five minutes for a 30 and 1 hour close. If this 30 closes bullish, happens. I mean, very long shot, but if this 30 ends up closing bullish, might be number 4. Chat, like, this is literally what I've been doing though. Like you guys know, you guys seen it, like, you know, in the screenshots. I've taken like tons of positions before.
Stop it, chat gonna lose their mind, bro.
Well, it's just like, It's like 30-minute flip closes bullish. I mean, very rare case it does, but if it does, then it'll just indicate that we are, you know, closing at support, strong bullish at support after a 30-minute before a bottom wick. So then you're just gonna expect this kind of drive, but it's got to push and needs another like 20 pips there. I doubt it, chat, but I'm just saying like there's a possibility. Okay, so again, these are just this is literally what I've been doing for the past, like, you know, 7 months now, 8 months now, since December, 9 months. Still in here, stops are still there, right? But we moved our stop, so we did that. I mean, that was pretty. I mean, we could, if it does end up flipping bullish, then that'll be perfect. We'll remove our stops from there to there because the other bottom wick. It's just about if we can, you know, obviously close off a net, or if we can have another position to close off a net.
You only stack off stream, bro.
Yeah, and then when I stack on stream, everyone's like yelling now. What? Damn.
How come you didn't tell us about that $100,000 trade?
Here we go, chat. Here's a $100,000 trade.
What was your drawdown in there? Do you remember?
Drawdown was 50K.
Yeah, on the 100K trade.
Yeah, 40K. But it was more positions, I think. It was like, I think 10 positions worth 50K. So it was like probably less draw on this. I've taken losses like this for chat. Look at this.
We've had 100 pip loss.
Yeah, like I've taken pineapple losses like this before too. Like look, you know, happens all the time. We also take pineapple wins though. We're eventually gonna have those pineapples where, you know, we catch those runners, but again, just give it time, because this is like the first 2 weeks we've been on stream with this. And I told you guys, end of the year, right? At the beginning of the year, everyone's like, yo, Don, how do you take pineapples? How do you take zucchinis? And now I'm literally showing you guys how I'm doing it. So it's just about, this is about time where we actually catch those runners.
You already said you got balls of steel.
Who said that?
Balls of steel. Yuri. You can't read his name because it's in Russian.
Well, it's just like, I hit stops here, you know, it's like, I'll lose a, like, you know, what risk would it be? Like 5%? I mean, it's not the end of the world. Because it's not the first time we're in drawdown. It won't be the last time we're in drawdown, right? I understand that as well.
Word, Killer Mod's looking for that time and a half right now.
Oh, it's damn 11 a.m. here. Who had entries for sells, by the way, at like 19.25? Wasn't too bad. How big are stops? Stops have been 59, not bad. You have a 1 hour close your chat in about a minute, 20 seconds. So you would expect a top wick. But if you don't get a top wick, then it's gonna fill the wick and continue to drop down. But that top wick towards 1919, you know, is what we're kind of looking for here, okay? Because it's gonna close below the range. Well, not below the overall, I'll say, but it's still gonna close below the. Actually, you know what? It might be respecting. Closing below most recent, yeah. But like for top wicks here, right? Yeah, for top wicks here, you're looking at probably, again, 1920, 1919. Let's see if you got a top wick though. What happened?
Shabby. Oh. I wish bitch ass mom put me in timeout. Ain't got timed out again. I can't. Oh shit.
Casino. All right, 1 hour candle. What are you gonna do here? You're gonna create a top wick. Oops. Well, guys, if you guys look at the 30-second chart, seems the 1 minute has no bottom wick here. This is the 4th time we're breaking the low, so may see just a stop. Yeah, this is the 4th time breaking the lows. All right, we broke the lows. It's gonna be stops here, or it's gonna be a 1 hour top wick. There's no other option. You're either gonna see a stop get hit right on this candle, or you're gonna see a pullback, and you might live to see another day. $1912.47 are stops. One hour top wick. How close are we? 9 pips away from stops. $40K? Yeah, $40K. Don't worry, Rich. I will have off-stream runners for 120 pips.
And for all you funded people, you're just gonna have to wait for Asian.
Let's see what happens there. We're breaking lows again. I don't see why it hasn't dropped yet towards stops. This is the 3rd time it's breaking on lows. Yeah, I see some movement eventually. All right. There's a push. Yeah.
No bottom wick.
You might hit stops there. Unless it's 5 flips. All right. 4 pips away from stops. All right. Will they re-break the lows again? You need to close back above. Like, you need a strong 5 now, chat. Like, you really need to see like this form. Right? Like, that's the only way where you can possibly see 1920, 1919 here. You need to see a full body clown closure.
I can already see the Wordle vibes here.
Yeah, let's just play Wordle now and come back so we don't have to watch it. Hopefully when it comes back, I'll be on profit.
I mean, you could take a pineapple here at like 4 pip stops.
stop coping, bro. You got 3K people watching, and I got negative 45K drawdown. What do you mean? Who's gonna pay the drawdown? Me? Yeah.
Sponsors.
Bruh.
The sponsors. You guys see a single sponsor on it?
So you were due wait until it hit stops, because the whole reason why we moved stops from the current breakout lows to the daily breakout lows is because the daily could just create a bottom wick before continuing to push up, since it has no bottom wick, right? So that's why we move our stops to 1912 here instead, because this daily had no bottom wick on a close, right? Any given point, create a bottom wick and just end up closing bullish or closing whatever for the daily. So that's why we moved our stops. It was like a 10 pip difference. It was there. So that's why we moved it. But now, like in terms of like, you know, for this position to run now, you sort of need a strong bullish closure back above like this range here, 1916, because once it starts to close above 1916, right, you see why we move our TP to 1919 instead, because if price were to come up and tap 1919, that's a level where price can reject 1919, 1920, right? So that's why we move our TP towards there. So like, let's say it closes above, you're gonna start seeing pushes up, right? But it's gotta close above, it's gotta print some structure. So that's why earlier on I kept saying, like, chat, like, you need to break the lows again here. I know you guys might not want to hear it, but it's ideally what you want to see here, because in terms of structure and motion, like, and liquidity being grabbed, like, you need to grab those levels before making a decision, right? So just imagine we were in sells, right? Where would you need to grab before making a decision? Yeah. Again, it was the re-breakout lows with the daily candle no bottom wick, right? So once this forms, you can kind of calm down a little bit. You can kind of say, okay, well, there's a possibility you can come back up to retest the highs and tap into 1919, 1920 and finish like this for the day, and then we'll be in profit, right? But again, it's you need some candle closures here. You need some strong indication. You have a 15 closure in about, like, Marcus is here, yeah, 15 closure in like 7 minutes or so. We just gotta, you know, watch price. Like, nothing much you can do here. What up, Marcos?
What's up?
Oh damn, you're still up?
I have a podcast at 12:45, bro. So I'm gonna be up all night.
Is it with
W
who,
plug.
is it with who I think it is?
It is.
Can
No
you tell,
spoilers.
are you gonna tell chat?
I know.
Nah. Well, when it releases.
Chat, you guys are gonna be surprised who this guy is. Everyone knows who he is. The whole world does. Not even like in the forex space. It's just like in general, like the whole world knows who this guy is. So yeah, gonna, you know, be surprised. Kind of cool. No, it's not Raja, bro. Damn.
Bro.
Way bigger.
Must think bigger, chat.
Way bigger.
Bro, y'all in a
Right.
bubble.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's
Bobby,
no one
me
in
and
the.
Bobby Altahop.
There's no one in the forex space, bro. Don't worry. It's someone knows, but you guys will see. You guys will see once. Yeah.
Yo, chat, you're 3.2K, man.
Yeah,
Back
3.2K.
in my
Watch
day.
me, you know, in drawdown here.
Back in my day.
Back in my day when there was 50 viewers, we used to just sit here and be like, man, this is crazy. Look, they forgot about the trade already. Mission accomplished.
A little vibe switch.
All right, be honest, chap. How many people saw 6 wins and no losses and was like, all right, I'm going to go full margin, 100% win rate.
He never loses.
Yep, this dude never loses. I used to do that shit.
I did that shit today.
Me.
Five.
Yup, I knew it. You needed this.
Was it worth the chat? Well, let's see. Maybe we might still be rocking here.
What? You know, it's funny too. You know, half a chat got margin called. So even if you hit TP,
Oh yeah, they'll be like, wow, they're still gonna complain like, oh man, Don,
they closed early.
I didn't get the second,
all
third
sorts of shit.
position.
Yep.
It's tough as 5 close though. 5 close below the range. We need a strong 15 close.
I just joined to gaslight people. How was Oppenheimer, bro?
It was a long ass movie.
God, I'm hyped.
Did you watch it, Wix?
No, but you got me hyped about it when you told me about it. I mean,
I fell asleep for like parts of the movie, not gonna lie. Like maybe like the beginning near the middle, but I was up for the most part.
I got this Barbie thing I'm going to.
You passed out too long.
This dude says, I don't like this guy's energy. He's hurting my feelings. I already blew my account. I'm sorry,
He's telling the truth.
bro. Andrew Tate. Nah, not Andrew Tate.
Why'd you admit that? Because now they might not watch it anymore.
That's their Lord and Savior.
Uh-oh. That file did not close nicely. You had 3 positions there? Or you have 1? Don't tell me you had the last one only.
No. I have 2. I didn't get the third one.
I see.
But I didn't over risk. But even if this all goes hit stop loss, I'm still up for the month. That's because I got good risk management.
I'll still be up 1% for the month too, but I'll lose a good 5% in this trade, or maybe 2% I'll be up for the month.
I'll be up 1% for the month. And it's only August 10th.
Yeah.
That's chill vibes. Not like the NPCs in chat. They're gonna be down 100%.
Well, people came in for the first time today are like, fuck. Yeah, no, I'm up 7.95% right now. So if we lose this trade, I'm assuming it's gonna be 5%. Assuming so. Right? 7.9%. If I lose, it'll be like 2.5%, something like that. This might be a fake out or something here though. All right, 5-minute flip. So interesting.
Flipped again.
I'm just surprised that it hasn't like really drove yet. It's just been ranging here. I thought the volume from the third push down would just, be able to hit or something. Or it'll be a bottom wick for it to flip up at least, to fill those ranges, but I guess not. All right. We're breaking our lows once again. Should I get it right now? I mean, if you get it right now, you have pretty good R. You have a 12 pip stop. I used to do that back then. This trade's giving me anxiety.
2 of them.
Why, man? Why would it give you anxiety? How much are you risking? No, like if it's giving you anxiety, and it's not giving me anxiety, and I'm doing it in front of live audiences, what's the reason you have anxiety? You're in drawdown. It happens. It's not the first time you've been in drawdown. If anything, you've been practicing anxiety the whole time. You should be ready for moments like this. Your brain should already master the craft of being stoic. Oh dear, to 15. Yeah, 15. The 30 can still flip. The 1 hour can still flip for no top wig. Let's see. Just a surprise. You going for a 4th? Nah, probably not. No, probably not. Unless you have a 1 hour close or something, and the 1 hour close is about 18. I doubt it though. I doubt it. This will just be the positions I'll take. Long stream, man.
I just had an idea.
What's up?
We should make some viral TikTok like theme pages, making fun of ourselves. Like big streamer, 40K of drawdown live in front of 3,000 people.
I gotta
Get
make something
mad.
out of it.
Yeah, get mad publicity. Who in chat can do this?
Yeah,
Please
because
advise.
I mean, that won't be a bad idea. It might be
That'd be a
rough
good
now,
idea.
but then later on, like, you know, when we kind of,
Because then everyone's gonna come to the stream to see you lose,
yeah,
but then you're just gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
might as well make something out of it.
Kind of like how they watch Jake Paul to see him get knocked out. Yeah, chat's with it. Big brand
Man.
marketing.
Man, fuck you. My boyfriend is gonna whoop my ass after blowing his 100th account. Damn. Hey,
Well, you ain't
chat.
driving this car no more.
It hasn't hit stops yet, okay? It can still run to 1920.
By Asian.
Yeah. It's late session now. It's got to pull back some time, right? Might get the Zakiya now. This is it. If you close above 1916, you should be good. You guys should
Fourth entry.
you guys could breathe a little bit. The worst ones is like when it's in drawdown, it's like right here. It's like, it's gonna hit stops or I don't know what's gonna do. But once it starts to like actually print candles after, you should be good after. Yeah, so now it's flipping on the 30 and 1 hour is flipping. It's could be a top wick, but let's see. Motion. Yeah, motion. Maybe Marcos brought the volume.
Welcome, chat.
What are your entries?
1922.3, 1917.3.
Oh, okay. You don't have the last one then.
I didn't get the last one.
So you might end up closing off a break even all positions then, or
Yeah, I'll probably get out at break even because you'll be in like you'll probably be in like 10, 20 cents
15.
profit. I'll be not break even.
yeah.
This is such an easy win, bro. This is why trading's so easy, bro.
You gotta trigger the fuck out of chat, bro. Chat's like, what?
What?
Do you know the amount of stress I just dealt with?
Honestly, it just wasn't like Gold wasn't planning on doing this until Marcos came on here. Gold is having none of this until Marcos comes on stream.
I just had a chicken sandwich. I came to stream and about the volume. Simple.
Brought the volume. Yo, why does this guy not come earlier?
Why are you guys spamming W's? We're still in like
Yo,
some drawdown here,
the
guys.
first
Relax.
Positions on break even.
The first position is literally like half a pip in profit, okay? Marcos made a boost.
The JP of the streams.
I know exactly what's gonna happen if we do end up tapping 1920. Don, you risked 50K to make
$5?
4K?
The salty motherfuckers who closed early or hit margin call are gonna say that shit. And then everybody who was hating but got the win is gonna say you're the GOAT. Don, you're the GOAT, bro.
So you divide them into two
Oh,
camps.
We just gotta survive this stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This 15 has no top wick. This will just be a top wick. But if we can close there in about 9 minutes, 30-minute close 2, should be golden. Towards 1918, 1919. What would 1918 give us? So 1918, that'll give us, what is this? 24. And then 40 to 20. This one will be break even. So negative 20. You just got, this 15 just got hold, that's it. This 15 is, you know, it could just be a tile wick. Because if the 15 holds, then you have the zucchini, right? You're gonna have a candle looks like this next. Then you need a closure above, and then that's your drive. So you're almost there. You're getting closer. You're closer to pushing up than you were before. You just gotta close above, close bearish here, and then close above the next 5. So like 11:30, you'll see how it can prints, or it can just come down to re-break the lows, right? But that's what price action is telling us. Because you're not just gonna see this, right? Like you rarely ever just see this. It's unlikely. But you'll see like this. You know, range, and go for more structure. Need a catalyst? Well, you already had a catalyst. The direction is down. It's just about the pullback. About the, 19. If we can get that range one before we continue to push down. I don't think we'll get another position today though. Like this is it probably. If we end up closing and stops, whatever, probably it. If it was like early still, like 8, 9, 10, then yeah, sells at 1920 wouldn't be that bad. Because if I were in buys, that's where I look for sells at 1920, 1918. But there's just like, it's 11. The volume's starting to slow off, right? There's no reason to get another trade today. If you're in a force trade, you better be an algo day. Longest trade? No, it's been long. We're here till 1. I don't think
through swap piece.
I just don't think it's gonna be 1 though.
These are funny.
Chad, you guys notice that Wix always disappears when we're in drawdown?
I'm right here.
Bro ran away from the grind.
I'm just smoking right outside. We might as well play Wordle, bro. There's nothing we can do here. Can't manage here.
Yeah. Play Wordle and come back, huh?
I'm with that.
Now, I don't want to play Wordle because it might lose the audience. They'll want to probably see me hit stops on stream. Chad, this is a 5-minute range one fake out. Unless it holds. It holds 30 seconds. Someone out there is like, got a left shoulder, got a head, got a right shoulder, so it's got to go up. That I think close below, chat. Not much we can really do though. 15 can still close here in about 4 minutes. Yo, did you watch Barbie too, Muggles? Or just...
No. I heard it was actually good.
I'm making fun of people's strategy. I'm not. I'm just pointing out what people see. Head and shoulders. Just market structure. Market structure equals liquidity, fake out in range 1, range 2. Same shit. It's just different words we use for it. Different abbreviation. It was not. Wait, it's not made for kids. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, Don, did you try to DG stride here or something? Yeah, man. The DDG strategy. If you can take one step for the rest of your career, what would it be? This one. Literally this one. The reason I'm not stressed, chat, is because, like, do you guys understand, like, how many times I've been in this situation? I've been in this situation, like, a lot of times, right? Like, look at our spreadsheets this year, right? We had, like, rough weeks all the time. I'm not saying this is a rough week, but, like, I'm saying just in general, like, having, like, just downs in trading and alone, right? Like, I've seen so many downs, but every down that I've ever had in my career, I was able to pick myself up and then surpass my old self after, because I learned from the losses after, right? And then we might not learn from the losses right away, right? But after some time, we'll adapt and we'll adjust. And that's why, you know, again, we trade the way we do now, right? But it happens all the time. Like, but every time I can tell you that I picked myself up, I was able to surpass my previous self in terms of confidence, in terms of just trading and skill alone in general. So I'm not stressed, right? Like, I'm just smiling here. I'm not smiling because I'm coping. It's just like, what else can I do? Be mad, be upset, right? So,
Be stoic.
yeah, it's like, I've been here so many times. I know how it feels to be like this. And I know it sucks, right? And it's hard to keep your emotions intact, but it's what makes you great at the end of the day. So just enjoy the process while it's there. Like, enjoy the drawdown as much as hard as it is, right? If you're not over leveraging, then again, it's just another day of learning for you, I guess. But again, like, this isn't like the first time I've been here. It won't be the last time. I'm gonna be here again, but that's something you gotta accept as a trader. Once you're a profitable trader, you're still gonna have down days, bad days. It's not just one smooth ride up, right? Like I say, the same amount of effort I went from being non-profitable to being profitable, the same amount of effort I put into every day in my trading still today. So that's why we're here. But yeah, man, like, that's why I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed, not mad, none of that. There's no reason to be stressed. We had the plan set here. We didn't move a stop loss, but moved for a certain reason. And now it's just about whatever happens on this trade here. Could go into profits and go into drawdown again, could stops, right? But we could start to manage risk and shit here. Let's see how the 4 hour closes here. If we end up closing doji on this candle, man.
4 hour?
Yeah.
That's at 1.
Yeah. Like, the weekly really needs to close below tomorrow for it to continue pushing down here.
I got shit to do today.
And I don't know if, I mean, it can close below for the weekly still. You have a day and 6 hours left. Let's see what this calendar does there, though. The 15 did not flip bear, so high chance, you know, it should be good. You might see another pullback here, but at least now you have this resistance form here. You're going to have a closure that looks like this on the next 5. And then once you get a bottom wick on that 5, you should continue to pop up towards 1920 here, okay? And 1920 is where we're going to take profit at. 1920.600. Or 1919, we'll see. We could end up getting out the trade break even. We could end up getting getting out the trade in profit. But we're not going to get the trade in 100 pips take profit or anything like that. Just because we're in drawdown for, what was it, 150 pips doesn't mean we're gonna make back 150 pips here. That's not how it works. The market doesn't know that you're 150 pips in drawdown. You just gotta move off of just structure, and structure shows you that you should tap 1919, 1920 here. So that's where we're gonna look to take partials at or something. We're to be up for the month. Maybe like 2%, 1%. If it hits stops, maybe. We'll see though. Let's see. We're still in the trader chat. It might, you know, might be a plot twist. We're like 15 pips away from 1919. 1919 is a pretty crucial level. It's right here. In terms of managing risk, we're pretty accurate. In terms of entering positions, I guess there was like a little rough entries, but managing risk, we did pretty decent though so far. moving stops was key and all that stuff was all key. The first entry we had this morning, I guess I misread that. We could have had an entry at like 1918 again. And then had that pineapple that would have played out, but it is what it is. Because we wouldn't be in the trade after that. But it's alright. Just blow the candle up in chat and let's see if we can tap 1919 here. Let's see. So this one would be 13. This one would be 20. This one would be 40. Interesting. Four can still flip here. There's volume here, man. Because the 4 count, think about it. It came down 4 times, right? It broke the low 3-4 times. And it could just be a daily bottom wick before we end up closing bullish today. You're looking for mirrors, right? You're looking for mirrors. Like this could possibly happen on the 4. Same mirror you had here, same support you created here. It can just come up and close or close bullish like a 1921, 1920 for tomorrow to continue pushing. Maybe it's it. 10K in drawdown now, so we're 1/3 of the way there.
I have a question.
Yo.
Would you consider putting like the position at 1915, the stops to break even for that specific position to manage risk, or would you just let it rock?
That. I think I'll let it rock. I'll let it rock until like the 1 hour closes below or something. I think I'll let it rock. Because it may come down and create another bottom wick here, I believe, in this situation. Because like this is like 1915 is a pretty strong level of rejection. So if it were to continue pushing up, it'll look like something like this before coming up.
Yeah, like it might have to come down, get more liquidity, and then go back up.
Yeah. But like it's just to go up though, right? So I was wondering why didn't, because like I was wondering the whole time why it didn't make sense why we didn't hit stops there, because it broke the lows 4 times already.
Yeah, like if it wanted to drive down, it would have.
Yeah, it would have driven down already. So like, is that just a daily bottom wick for us to drive back up? Because the daily had no bottom wick yesterday. So is that just the bottom wick before it continues to drive? Because whenever it has no bottom wick, it doesn't mean it can't come down to retest the lows. Like sometimes you might see it come down, create a bottom wick, and then just start to retrace back up. Happen here, right? Happen here, like
1919. Nice.
Yeah.
We're in profits, baby.
Listen there, drive 1920. This guy risked 40K to make $200.
Wow.
I'm closing full here at break even. Alright, haters. I love you guys. But today wasn't the day. We fucking hit break even, man. Like, I mean, we could let it rock. It's just like there's errors of rejections here, and like I don't know. Like I honestly just rather close full here, honestly, and call it a day. If anything, you might have some more sells later on during the day. This kind of has no top wick. We can look to manage risk, but 1918, 1919, errors of rejections here to the left, right? Actually, we made around, I think, half a pip there. But I'll put it as break even, so 2 break even trades.